beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of Moments with Adeola. As you know, I am your host, Adeola, and I am so excited that you are here today again. I'm so excited that you decided to tune into another episode of Moments with Adeola, and I can assure you that today's episode, as I promised before, every episode comes with something new, something different, and today's episode is new and different again. A few weeks ago, I celebrated my birthday, and I got like a lot of messages from people, friends and family greeting me and saying a lot of things about me. And there was one message in particular that inspired today's topic, which was a friend of mine. She's an old friend. We don't really talk much again, but there was a time that we were very close friends. And she was talking about those times and how it was fun, how we used to have fun then. And like everybody was just small and playing up and down. And as at then, we were just thought, we're spending best friends forever. We're spending the rest of our lives as friends. But then now we barely speak. And it's not like we fought or anything. We just barely speak because like we've grown up and priorities have changed and a lot of things have changed. But then that is what inspired today's topic. Just want us to talk about friendships, the fun part of it, the real part of it, the lessons I've learned from friendship also. That is what I want to talk about. Personally, I don't necessarily like friend groups because I feel friend groups is not always healthy. But then I always find myself in a friend group. I don't know how. It was my sister who called my attention to it. Somehow, I'm just always in one friend group or the other. But friend groups can be fun, actually. I think that's why I always find myself there. Because it can actually be fun. Because it's like different kinds of personalities coming together. We have the overly aggressive one. We have the always late one. We have the overly hyperactive person. And like the gentle, chill person, which I believe is me. Should be me in any friend group. But then sometimes friend groups can also be unhealthy. They can just be like unnecessary drama sometimes, which is why I don't necessarily like it. But I feel it's these random moments that make friendships fun. The chaos, the laughter, the randomness of it all, the different personalities coming together. Sometimes that's what like makes friendship fun. But then there's, as I said in the beginning, there's the fun parts, there's the real parts, and there are lessons we've also learned from friendship, from the friendships we are currently in and the ones that we've had before that probably for one reason or the other we are not friends anymore. So let's talk about green flags and red flags in friendship, because the way we look for red flags and green flags in relationships, that is how we should also be looking for those things in friendships too. And the first red flag I want to talk about is competition. Friendship is not meant to be a competition. We are supposed to grow together, support each other, and congratulate each other on each other's wins. We are not meant to be competing. We are not meant to be doing, okay, because you did this, I'm going to do it too. Or because I did this, you have to do it too. You don't have to. We are on different paths and different journeys in life. So we shouldn't be competing with each other. So if you have a friend that seems like is always in a competition with you, that's not a good friend. That's an unhealthy friend. That's an unhealthy friendship. Second, those people who only call when they need something. Like, what do you mean? You don't care how my life is going. You don't care if I'm fine or not. We've not spoken in a while, and you just call me because, you want me to send something to you, or you need something from me. That's unhealthy. That's an unhealthy friendship. That's never a friendship. As far as I'm concerned, it is transactional. Friendships are not transactional, or they are not meant to be. Friendships are not meant to be transactional. Yeah. There are also this kind of people who make like hurtful jokes intentionally. Like, I get it, we're friends who make jokes about each other, but then making hurtful jokes like intentionally, like you know that it is going to hurt me and you keep saying it and keep making jokes about it. Or like people who make jokes about vulnerable moments. Maybe I shared something with you and you turn it into a joke. That's an unhealthy friend. That's an unhealthy friendship. That's not even friendship. You're not meant to do such things. You're not meant to say some things. There are some things you're just not meant to say. And there are some ways you're not meant to behave. You're not meant to make jokes that can hurt people. Now that we've spoken about the red flags, what are some green flags? Some things you should look for in a friendship, but things that should be present in a friendship. One is they don't just talk, they listen. Like there are people that they just keep talking to you, and you listen to them, but they don't actually listen to you. Like maybe you need someone to just talk to sometime. They're not there for that. It is just always about them. The world revolves around them. That is not an healthy friendship. Good friends don't just talk to you. They also listen to you when you have things to say. And yeah, sometimes maybe arguments come up between friends. They listen. Like there are people who don't listen. This is annoying. It's moving on. Real friends celebrate you. They celebrate your wins every time. I already spoke about it when I was talking about the red flags, that someone who doesn't celebrate you is not your friend. Someone who celebrates you is your friend, both in your presence and when they are not in your presence, but when you're there and when you're not there, they celebrate you. They are genuinely proud of your achievements. It's not a competition. It's not like, okay, I haven't gotten to this stage and you have gotten to this stage, so I'm not happy for you about that. That's not real friendship. Real friends celebrate you. They celebrate your wins and your achievements. In fact, there are people who take it upon themselves. Like your achievement is my achievement. Those are kind of energies I like when it comes to friendships. Another thing I consider a very important green flag when it comes to friendships is friends who pray for you. It is such an important thing. It means like they recognize that it is not all just fun and play and joke every time. It's not that we just gist with each other and we play together and we talk together. They recognize that this person is actually a part of my life and they take time to pray for you. Like you don't even have to ask them. They just pray for you. It's a very, very important thing. I consider it very important when it comes to friendships. I believe someone taking time to pray for you that friendship has gone deep on another level, and it's very important. Pray for your friends too. If I had to summarize a few things I've learned from friendships over the years, because I've had a lot of friends and a lot of them that I also don't speak to anymore. So if I had to summarize a few things I've learned from those friendships, I would say number one, be the kind of friend you want to have, because you shouldn't be a person who does things that you don't want to be done to you. So when it comes to friendships too, the type of person you are would be the type of friends you attract. And if they're the type of person you want to be also, you have to work towards being that type of person, so that you will also attract those type of friends that will also build you. You wouldn't just be like, friendship, as I've said before, is not about just play. There are things you learn from each other. You adapt each other's characteristics sometimes, and you don't want to adapt the wrong thing. So, and you don't want also people to learn bad thing from you. So, anyways, I digress. Be the kind of friend that you want to have. I've also learned that not every friendship is forever. It's not every friend. They say 20 friends cannot play together for 20 years. I've also learned like what that truly means. It doesn't mean that anything is actually wrong. It doesn't mean that, okay, this person is a bad person or anything. You just outgrow each other. You grow up and priorities change, and sometimes you just don't have time for each other again. And it's fine. Friendship don't always last forever, and that's okay. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with either of you. It just means you're growing and you're evolving and your priorities are changing. Some people can cope with that, some people can't, and it doesn't mean anything is wrong. Also, I would say stop chasing people who don't match your energy. And in regards to that, I would like to say that you should learn to walk away from friendships that are not working for you. I've been in this situation before. I had a friend, she treated me badly, like really, really badly. She can wake up today and be insulting me for no reason. In her own way, she's like joking and stuff like that. And it wasn't working for me. But I just felt like endurance, patience is a virtue. Patience is a fruit of the spirit. And then I was just going with it until I realized that it is not actually healthy and it is not working for me. So I walked away from it. I stopped chasing it. So stop chasing people who don't match your energy. And people who don't want to be chased. So there are some people who don't want to be your friend. Not because anything is wrong with you, but because they just don't want to, and they are allowed not to want to. So just let them go. There are people who want to be your friends, and there are better people, actually, to be honest. One last important thing that I think a lot of us fail to understand sometimes is that people can love you and still need space. Like, you can have the best of friendship going, and you just like there's space between you guys. It doesn't mean anything is wrong. It just, like, as I've said before, we are growing, we are evolving, and priorities are changing. So people can love you, people can see you as a very good person and still need space from you. It may be for their own benefit, and it could also be for your own benefit. And if it is for them, some people just need peace. Let them have peace. You also need peace. Have peace. You don't force friendships. You don't need to force. Friendships are not forced. So you don't need to force anybody to love you or to care about you. I don't know if I'm still talking on the same point, but you get it. Also, friendships that are rooted in God, they last longer. I've learned over the years that sometimes God unpicks people for you to be your friends, and they may not necessarily last forever. It could just be for a season. Some friends are for a season. You may just need to learn some things from them, and suddenly you stop talking and you outgrow each other. It may just be that the season of that friendship is over. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong. It may just be God's way of telling you it's time to move on from this friendship, and it will bring more people to you. Sometimes God removes people from your life, not because they are bad people or anything, but just because the part they were meant to play in your story has come to an end. And then you move on, and then other people will come. And then fishes in the sea. So before we wrap up today's video, I want to challenge you to do just a few things. And the first one is to pick up your phone and send a message to that one friend that you haven't spoken to in a while. Just send them a message, let them know you're thinking of them, let them know you're grateful for them and you're happy to be friends with them. Second, I want you to plan a catch-up session with your friend. It doesn't have to be something big like going out or anything. You can just decide to call the person and talk to them. Just spend the time catching up with them, getting to know what has been going on with them. And number 3 is to do something nice for a friend. You can send them a prayer, you can plan a date, you can send them gifts. Just do something nice for them, do something kind to brighten up their day. And that's all I'm challenging you to do for this week. Today's reminder is rather simple. Be grateful for people. Even if it is just 1 or 2 genuine friends that you have, be grateful for them. 1 or 2, it's more than enough. And if you've been hurt by friendship, I want to encourage you not to close your heart. You forgive them and move on. Stay open, because when friendship is right, it is one of God's greatest and sweetest gifts. Thank you so much for tuning in to Moments with Adeola today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had fun today. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment on this video. Just what's one thing that friendships in life has really taught you? Make sure you put it down in the comments, and make sure you share this video with someone you thought about while watching this video. Could be your best friend, could be just someone who popped in your head. So make sure you send this video to them, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you next time. But until next time, stay kind, stay grounded, and keep shining.